Welcome back, everyone, to episode 25. Wow, we've already made it to episode 25, and we're only in 1910. These wars are really taking too long. But I think this one was going to go a little faster just because we're not in the same sea zone. So a lot of fights, I feel like, are being avoided by the fact that we're not engaging each other. I didn't go over to Northern Europe. They didn't come over to the Mediterranean. So it looks like the neutral ground we've kind of agreed to fight on is the West Africa. So let's see how that plays out. Also, we do have a pretty sizable monthly balance, but I think I'm going to start off by first building a couple more Kaiser classes just so we have some, just any kind of battle line with a few dreadnoughts. So let's get 3 more, which is going to take us, well, that's probably a little too negative. Let's just go down to 2. And I think that budget issue will sort itself out as a few more of our light cruisers finish. But not only that, it should also sort itself out as we continue in the war. I think our yearly budget will just continue to increase. Excuse me. Let me move that real fast. There we go. All right, so let's push on then. Next turn. Well, I will always buy technology. Improved AP penetrator. That's not bad. And another, I was going to showcase that actually. A lot of our heavy cruisers are kind of out of action. And we've had such success with these heavy cruisers that although I think it would make sense for us, that was a lot, damn. That was a lot of rating. Unrest only at 3 though, so we're doing okay. Close raid, unexpected battle. We have, excuse me, 2 heavy cruisers and we're up against, well, we don't know yet, but could be anybody. This is going to be interesting. My hope is not that we, don't have battle cruisers, but if we're up against battle cruisers, then hopefully we will be able to run away. So, since I don't want to forget to do this, let's activate all the heads-up display stuff. And I have no idea when we're going to encounter this group, so I'm just going to start getting up to speed in the direction we're starting to face. It says it's an unexpected battle, so I presume we'll just run into... Oh, now it says we should just sink any 2 ships. Well, we know where we should find ships, and that's down by their port. Looks like that's Danzig. So we'll head over that way. And since I'm not sure we'll actually need the extra speed, let's just keep things reasonable at 20. Do need to sink 2 ships. Okay, I don't think endurance is going to be a factor, but yeah, it's not. It very rarely. I have never seen fuel be a factor, actually. Here we go. The Donau and what's our second one? Oh, the really long named one. The Donau and her sister ship, which is still faster than trying to eloquate that really long name. So we'll probably swing into this area, hopefully not hitting any mines. That's always a concern, but if we get lucky, I've even seen their ships go through mines and not take any damage, so maybe there's a chance that you don't get hit when you go through mines. Otherwise, if we happen to encounter any ships, I'm confident we should be successful. We'll go to max speed right away, but I do want to make sure... Wait, are these oil burners? Oh, we're actually losing... No, I'm pretty sure we're coal burners. I'm positive now, I remember. We're losing light. That's going to make things even more difficult. So let's jump up the game speed a little bit. And wow, this is going to be incredibly difficult. We might run out of time before we actually spot an enemy ship. But if I'm not mistaken, okay, yeah, well, we don't need to include gun range anymore. Whoops. Sorry, that, because basically... we don't need anything but sight range. I'm going to keep torpedo range, actually, just in case. Okay, so let's go down to just faster and continue to run. Very good, an unknown ship. Not so good is it looks huge, and it's on the wrong side of us. Let's go squad max. Oh. Okay, I'm going to encourage torpedo launching because that might be all we have in the end. Why am I pursuing? Because you never know. Maybe this is just a bunch of heavy cruisers. Okay, that's not a promising start. Uh-huh. Yeah, probably not a good sign. Medium guns. Did hit. We launched torpedoes. That's not bad. I don't think we hit, though. I don't know if you register the hit if it's off camera. We're not going to engage that, actually. I think that it would be better in our best interest not to engage two battleships. So we'll go ahead and slow down to 22. And keep marching around here. Sink any two ships. I mean, we can choose two transport ships. Ideally, two light cruisers. Well, I mean, ideally, two battleships, but reasonably, if we restrict our ideal situation to what is actually realistic, maybe two heavy cruisers. Now, unfortunately, as we are deep into their port, I have no idea what we will encounter here. Alright. Oh, I was just about to speed up. Now this looks a little bit more like our size prey. Could be a destroyer even. No, it's a transport ship. Okay, well that counts for one of our transports. Very good. One ship. Down she goes. So let's keep patrolling around the edge here. Let's go down to 21. We'll go up to squad max if we find anything. We will have a little time to react to things just because visibility is so bad. People can't identify ships. I mean, I would be telling my heavy cruisers, hey, if you find anything, it's not ours. Just shoot it. You're right outside a German port. I mean, what? Maybe that's not the healthiest. You know, that's kind of like unrestricted submarine warfare. You might accidentally sink a non-German ship that is still, you know, allied with us somehow, and that wouldn't be good. On we go, plodding along. So I think we will come out of nighttime before this is over. We have 300, which is 5 hours. No, we probably won't, because it's January almost. It's basically the wrong time to be looking for daylight, the sun to come up early. The sun is not going to be coming up early at all. I want to search a little bit away from the mouth of the port because that is where we found those two battle cruisers, and I'd rather not have our encounter be the battle cruisers. Okay, so we failed with this, but whatever. I mean, it's silly. They really did have battle cruisers. That was surely the battle cruisers then. We can actually see who we were engaging, because it should say that they fired rounds at us. Yeah, so it was the Moltke. This is it was a very good idea for us not to fight this ship. 24,000. It's probably not within our grasp to try to sink that. And they might have even had a third battlecruiser over there. Okay. So how are we doing on ship status? Do we have any with stars? No, we're doing okay. I know that we're currently overburdening West Africa, but as long as she can handle it, I would like to try to squeeze out an invasion. Huh, this is interesting. I wonder why. You know what, we might as well just scrap the Franz Ferdinand. I don't think she's going to be useful in this mission, and on top of that, she's not a very useful ship to... Anyways, she's just costing us 300,000 per turn. Yeah, you know what? Medium range submarines. Oh, yes, we will take that. Absolutely, we will take that. And in fact, that probably means that we'll start building submarines the moment I get my budget back in shape. Lots of things happening here. Anyway, I'd love to go to war with France. It's, of course, the #1 target. Whoa! The Schlesien has been sunk. Well, that is substantial. I don't know if it counts for our victory points, but okay. I don't want to do a coastal raid. I'd rather decline. I'm going to scrap this ship. So, whoa, 14,000. I wonder if we can scrap her for more when she's not in port. Although I'm sure we can't scrap her for more than 700,000, which is what we're going to pay for the next 2 months. I think it's worth it to wait, just so I can find out if scrapping a ship while it's in port costs more or less. Just as a fun science test, an experiment. So let's wait 2 more and let's see if we can scrap her for more than 15,000. Okay. Okay, well, we're back to positive, so I think instead of building more Kaiser classes right now, I want to start building some submarines, because originally I was thinking that that's how this playthrough would go. The question is, right now, I have no idea what our reliability is at. Maybe I can find out. Let's take a look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we're at 30, but I don't know what that means. Does that mean we're at 80% reliability? That sounds a little bit high, but maybe you start at 50%? Well, we will find out. So let's go ahead and get 6. In fact, that's 1.2. I think we can handle that. So yeah, let's get 6. In fact, I was going to name these. I don't mind naming ships after people. Whoops. If you want to be the next St. George class, feel free to recommend that in the comments. I have no mind. I don't have any problem replacing some of these names, especially this long one. The first one who gets renamed is going to be this Kaiserin und Königin Maria Theresa. It's a little bit too long. It'd be much easier to say, Tortuga Power or something, Okay, now what was I going to do? I want to check out my heavy cruisers, which still seem to be finding a way to get themselves into trouble. Let's get a few more of these raids. So they're an active fleet, but I want them to do is actually raid. That's what you're there for, people, is to raid. And the Minerva must have just come out of warming up. She's only in fair condition. For fair condition, I will move you back to the Mediterranean. There's no reason to have you raiding in Northern Europe unless you're in really good condition. So move along. We could actually use another one in the Mediterranean, considering we only have... Well, we have 3, so that's not terrible. And we don't have any ships that are, doing poorly because of West Africa out of supply. So, next turn. Lots of light cruisers, which means, there goes the Kaiser Karl. Our heavy cruisers, they're fantastic, but I think this coal burning is actually having an impact on their maintenance. They seem to spend more time in port than out. Now, the time that they do spend out in port, they get a lot done, so I'm not going to complain, but it would be nice if they were out there longer. Enables cruising, formation, and parallel comms for the fleet. Okay, sounds interesting. Oh wow, I was saying 4 merchant ships. That's a good start. And another one. 3 more. They sank 2. And we have another cruiser action, which we will accept. What do we have? Light cruisers. So this is our Jupiter, which is a Navarre. Okay, so this is the first time I think our Navarre class is in action. Top speed of what? 26. And 6-inch guns. 5-sided broadside. And what do you guys have? I forgot. For torpedoes? 2 per side. Very good. Okay. Well, let's get this going. Looks like unknown ship was sighted. Trying to get this fixed. Very good. Okay, well, let's go squad max. It's possible this is a heavy cruiser, so there's a chance we're going to have to squad max to port. And they do start with the wind advantage. Basically, they're perfectly downwind from us, which is bad for us. Okay, but this is a light cruiser fight, so that's one we'll take. So what are we up against here? Nah, it's fine. 2, 1.5, 2. Fine. 2, 1.5, 4. Lots of 4-inch guns, so should be in good shape here. Okay, near misses, not good. Let's slow down to 23 so we can start actually hitting. Let's swing down because we want to get on the wind side of them. We actually hit them, that's good. They're of course going to try to prevent that. We will encourage torpedo launching because if they're going to distract us, then we might end up launching a lot of torpedoes. Okay, the Navarre got raked in that last one. Good. Looks like we are going to successfully turn on them now. Okay, now we pursue. We try to maintain our wind superiority. They just kind of let us get on the wrong side of them. Now, these are oil burning, I think, so we shouldn't have that big of a problem. Okay. Some small damage to the Jupiter, but I think in general we're doing more than We're hitting them more than they're hitting us. Yeah, so that's another 4. That's fantastic. Why is Navarra only firing 3? Only because she's not turned enough. Okay, that's good to know. Is the Jupiter on fire? Oh, goodness. Well, that's not good. Not really good. Probably bad. What is the Augsburg doing, though? Well, let's just try to... Oh, they're turning around. Well, let's go ahead and meet them in the act. Oh, they're turning in circles because of their... Oh, the fire spreads. Let's slow way down here. I don't know if speed is causing us to have a harder time putting out that fire, but just in case. Ah, the Augsburg's still doing work over there. If they're fire extinguished, that's good. That's what we'd like to see. Okay. Jupiter is by a dud per torpedo. Well, that's good news for us. It's incredible that they managed... Like, we have not been flying in a... Flying. We have not been moving in a straight direction whatsoever. It's very impressive that they actually were able to launch torpedoes at us. Now, let's just keep going. Let's come up this way to continue on the wind side. In a second, things are going to go very badly for her, I think. There it is. Good. Come on, guys. Don't give up. Okay, let's just push this forward now. I think we're in shape to begin running in 5-minute intervals. Good. Okay, now let's go after the other one. Where'd she go? Probably somewhere up here. Squad max. Where could she have gone? Sometimes this is what happens. You realize you should have been paying more attention to the other ship. I mean, they don't have a port, so we'll go down to cruise. This is fine. Didn't manage to catch the other one, unfortunately. That's okay. Let's move here. Go back and pick up the survivors if there are any. Very good. So one more. I think what they have 17 left, so now they're down to 16. We'll just keep pecking away. Ooh, lots of stuff going on. I think a lot of these are our ships sinking their merchant ships. Very good. Yeah, we had sank 8. They sank 2. Okay, let's move you back. Mediterranean. And everyone else is okay? Okay, good. Next. Convoy defense. I really hate this, but it could be a chance to kill some heavy cruisers. I thought they might decline. Okay, good. They intercepted our Donau. That's not a good sign. It's probably a sign that we're up against a battleship or battle cruiser. Okay, let's go until we spot them. Okay, squad max. Give me all the information. Squad max. That's a slow big ship. Okay. Okay, Blucher class. Is this the really deadly one? Yes. Yes. Yes it is, and we're on the wrong side. Why do I keep... Did the wind just change? Fresh breeze. Oh my gosh, they started a fire with a belt extended hit. That's not a good start. Okay, well, not a good start at all, but let's go ahead and see if we can eke out a victory anyways. Oh my gosh, turret destroyed. We are not in good shape here. So we need to tilt a little bit more to get our other turret engaged. Okay, and then our other turret's disabled. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stay on, because I'm a stubborn old man. "20 knots is their max. They have such only 4.5 belt. I mean, heck, we only have 5. Come on, crew. You guys have to do something. You have to do something. I'm going to encourage torpedo launching. Just, I don't know, to try to change anything. Okay, there's 2 9-inch. We might have to turn tail on this one. As I eke my way forward. Wow! Another turret destroyed. Well, we still have 3 guns. We still have 3 guns, and that's something, isn't it? And this is a fire started too? Oh my gosh. I'm preparing to give the order to abandon the fight. I want to keep us at high speed. Okay, let's get out of here. See you later. I will have none of this. Of course, my rear turret and the turret closest to them are both in bad shape. We'll go ahead and... Oh, we can't deploy smoke. Okay, well, let's just run away. Now, we can go 25, and they can only go 20. That means we should escape them pretty quickly. Should go pretty quickly. What's our speed now? 25. They should be going 20. Okay, very good. Let's get out of here. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, right? And our ship is not doing so well, so let's sail off into the sunrise. Actually, I guess it's the sunset on the west of us. It's kind of the sunrise early in the morning. Okay, the sun has risen, but... Well, disappointing. Most unfortunate. Let's go ahead and sail over to British waters, since that's now Allied waters. Gonna slow us down to 21. I don't think they can catch up because their max speed is 20. And let's go down to cruise. Very good. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some, and knowing when to disengage is, I think, really important. Certainly a loss, but only a minor one because we only took medium damage. It was very good for us to make that decision before we really got ourselves into a fix. Yeah, very good. Okay, I'm pretty happy about that, actually. Okay, well, we are at the 23-minute mark. We have a little bit more money. I'm not sure if I want to build more submarines because they do build pretty quickly. Or should I instead get more Kaiser classes? I know that I'm going to want more battleships, and I think we're going to scrap these Monarch classes, which just aren't doing anything. Not even when they're in West Africa are they doing anything. So move 2 down there because... Oh, okay, this guy's out, so let's see if we can scrap. No, so the cost doesn't change. I'm just going to scrap that ship. Forget it. Mostly to just save on maintenance. Not because I thought 15,000 is a lot of money or anything. So with the increased maintenance, I guess, yes, it's time to build another ship. Let's get another Kaiser class. The Budapest. Fair enough. And, well, let's push one more turn. National Hero. Okay, this is a new one. They really like the 4-inch guns. That is pretty effective about killing destroyers, but I prefer to make my light cruisers good enough to destroy other light cruisers. I'm surprised they accepted. We don't have anything important here. Well, this might be one I just do off camera. I don't suspect this will be terribly important. Sport, line abreast, turn together. Spot max. What? Okay, how are you in terms of killing destroyers? Pretty good. $9,600 tons. It's not worth going after with our destroyers. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Okay, well, we're just going to turn tail and run from this one anyway. So I guess that'll call this episode to a close. I'll just go ahead and, hey, if they want to follow us, they can go through this minefield, but it doesn't look like they're interested either. So, fair enough. We just ultra fast away. Fine. Yep. Very good. Draw. Yeah, so I think my idea at this point, after we get a few more Kaiser classes, is I'm going to build a third class of St. George, but she's going to be elevated from heavy cruiser to battle cruiser. Because what we see is in these wars, you don't get this battle line engagement unless you're fighting probably the British, the French, or the Italians. So if we go to war with any of the other ones, the Russians, Germans, or the Americans, we're going to be doing a lot of raiding, in which case it would be really nice to have a battle cruiser who can take on any other battle cruiser. So we'll go ahead and try to get basically the St. George 2, what she does to other heavy cruisers. We'll try to get that, but in battle cruiser form. So that's it. I'm going to call this episode to a close. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.